ice in a cube. Come on, y'all, let's discuss. That's the frame. Dropping hitters, tweets, putting lanes to shame. Hilarious for real, got the nation on the buzz. Got them tuning in like they addicted to the love. She the queen of the trends, no fake, no frauds. Unpacking every topic, flipping all the odds. From city lights sparking to the Capitol walls. Tootie got the mic, they just stalling in the hall. She a vibe, make Chicago proud on the route. Windy City wit, knocking all the clout out. Raw but so rich, intellect on the brim. Swimming through the chaos, never decrease the dim. Come on, y'all, let's discuss, that's the frame. Breaking it down, keep it sharp like a blade. Hilarious for real, got the nation on the buzz. Tootie talk sense, spreading heat like the sun. Kanye level antics, nah, she's supreme. Stitching words together like a courtroom dream. Politics on canvas, brush strokes vivid. Tootie's broad vision turning limits to liquid.
So, hey y'all, hey, welcome to Tootie Talk Sense. How y'all doing this hot day? It's hot here in the shack. I hope y'all is feeling well. Hey babe, now I am trying, and I am getting frustrated with technology, okay? It doesn't even look like it came up. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because on my end, okay, there it is. The volume wasn't coming in on my end. I don't know if y'all seen, y'all know I didn't talk about Clareesa. I was pronouncing it Claressa, but I was reading something that it's actually pronounced Clareesa. It's like it's spelled, and I be telling people that about my name. It's pronounced exactly how it's spelled, but it's Clareesa is how her name is pronounced. Clareesa Shields, y'all. So if y'all done seen the previous videos, what was it? Pivot. I think it was the Pivot podcast that she went on before her fight. You know, she just had this big fight. She's still the remaining, I believe that's heavyweight champion. So y'all know it went viral when Papoose and Remy, and Papoose is married to Remy, the rapper. When I seen this picture, is y'all the only one who's like, is that Remy? It's not. It's Clareesa. It's Claressa. Yeah. But so y'all know they went viral when Remy Ma, and y'all drop in the comments, tell me if I'm wrong or right, but I believe it was Remy Ma who went and outed them and outed their relationship. Now Claressa and Remy went back and forth, exchanging some words back and forth, because Claressa saying that, oh, don't act like I'm the one who broke up your marriage, because everybody know you was messing around with that battle rapper, and that battle rapper, and Papoose then knocked out the battle rapper, and y'all separated anyway. I don't know why you're making this a big deal. So anyway, Claressa then went on Pivot podcast before her fight, and she's talking about how her and Papoose has plans to have this family and she she said in the year, but she planned on getting married have the babies within the year, because she want to have her babies early. And I was like, not to the married man. We making whole future plans with the married man. I said, all right, that's new, baby, because usually I ain't saying Remy was right, but she kept her shit. That battle rapper wasn't out here making raps about the future with the married woman. I said, well, I guess this the new age, baby, because back in the day, them mystery sad chicks, they knew their place. It was the day after Valentine's Day. It was the day after Thanksgiving, the day after Christmas. But I don't officially, she holds the title as a mistress, but in her mind, she's the girlfriend, okay? It's almost like Remy Ma is the savage. Oh, y'all new age shows is crazy. So I want y'all, did y'all watch the Pivot podcast, first of all? Watching the Pivot podcast, when her interview. I have not watched her movie, to be fair. I have not watched her movie. But watching the Pivot podcast, I was just like, to me, I was like, oh, this makes sense. Because it seems like, and I could be wrong, it seems like she may have a little low self-esteem. And typically people, men or woman, with the low self-esteem that messes with somebody who's in a relationship, that makes them feel better about themselves. Because it's like it boosts their ego, like I got something over you. Because she said in that podcast that she was made fun of growing up because she's dark skinned, because her hair, I done seen some pictures of her that I guess she had short hair and it wasn't, kept done. She didn't have a bed, I want to say. She slept on the couch or the floor. Yeah, she said she slept on the floor. Matter of fact, because her sister slept on the couch. She slept on the floor because her mama liked to get around. And, she said she wanted to make sure she wanted to protect the family. So she slept on the floor. So in case a man wanted to come in the house in the middle of the night, her mama trying to sneak men's in there, that she was there protecting the sister, she'd get up, get the door, and be like, where you going that in here? Go on, turn around. Get, get now, get. So I want to show y'all this. And it's not the Pivot podcast. I'll see why this plan, if I can find the Pivot podcast, the portion that she says her and Papoose is like at the future all mapped out. And I just like, to me, whether it's a man or woman, it's not smart to make plans to a married person. She's saying that Papoose then put in the paperwork that he's about to get a divorce. But I said, ain't that's what all married men tell their mistress? Ain't that's typically how the relationship start? And she also said that they wasn't together. She's trying to make it seem like I'm a home record. They wasn't together. But from what I remember, when Remy Ma put these texts out, now whether she was messing with that rapper guy or not, I don't know. But when she put these texts out, she put them out because Papoose had fell asleep. Typical. As women, we gonna go through that phone, okay? And she had got his phone, went through his phone while he was asleep, and that's how she got the messages, and that's why she put the messages out. So if they were separated, what the fuck you doing over there asleep? Was they still sharing the same house? Was they living separately? You said separate. Was they separated but living in the same house? Did Remy Ma make up the story? Because how else would she, like, that story got to be legit in my mind. It got to be legit about her, because how else would she know? And she said they've been messing around since summer of 2024. I don't know, was it May, June, something like that. But it's 2024. So I'm like, that's y'all barely a year in and you want to talk about having the babies? Baby, you're moving fast. And I would say be careful, because you don't want to move fast to try to outdo the last one, and you're going to end up fucking yourself at the end. Like, a whole kid. And Papoose got him. How old is him? And anybody put it in the comments. How old is him and Remy Ma, baby? Because if I knew at first they didn't have one, they had one like later, if I'm not mistaken. I got Google. Let me Google the shit while I'm talking, while I'm making all these accusations. I could just Google. And I tell people that all the time. Google, it's right there. Use your phone. But let me show y'all this one of this one person take on it while I Google this information.
The earth is going to shake. I'm telling you right now. I was over here watching a little clip and I see she got a little slip, and I'm like,
Excuse me.
why is nobody telling her that her baby's out? She strategically she had it tooted up because she wanted people to see Papoose' name right there. She wears t-shirts with his face all over it. She wears shorts that say this ASS belongs to Papoose. Listen, if you F up, your life is done. You thought Remy was a problem. Hey, wait till you F up with Claressa. She gonna be your karma. If Papoose leaves Claressa, the earth is gonna shake. I'm telling you right now. I was over here watching a little clip and I see she got a little slip, and I'm like, why is nobody telling her that her baby's out? nobody telling her that her had that she had.
According to her, Claressa then got Papoose name tattooed on her boob. And she said she wear, y'all seen it where she got the videos, this ass belongs to Papoose, stuff like that. I said, as I hope, I can't even tell you I hope it works out because he's married. I'm gonna say I hope it works out. I hope everybody involved found what they're looking for. But as a woman, baby, this look bad to me for Claressa. This look bad because Papoose, he seems like a quiet person. What is Papoose? But let me read this information about the kids. Remy Ma has 2 biological children, a son named Jason J. Smith, born in 2000, and a daughter named Reminisce Mackenzie, born in 2018. She's also a stepmother to Papoose, 3 kids from previous relationship, Dejanae, Shamila, and Destiny. So he got a total of 5 kids. This married man that you dating, and you have none, but getting his name tatted. Okay, I guess some people just ready to be a stepmom. I guess she want a ready-made family because she did say she wanted kids. Let's see. I was like, it's Papoose or Sagittarius because that's what he put me in his demeanor. He's just quiet. He seems quiet. He seems laid back. No, March. That is a Pisces, March 5th. Is that a Pisces or Aries? Aries is the end of March. So that's a Pisces. Yeah, so let me get this one up off here. But as I was saying, that seems like a lot. Besides the name getting tagged. Like, I don't know if you're trying to do this to get up under his wife's skin, but she already married him. And according to rumors, she fucking somebody first. So I don't think that will get up under her skin. It streams desperation. Like, yeah. And Chris, don't come for me because I ain't gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna fight that strong boxer. I'm not gonna fight that strong boxer. I'm gonna be over there like Michael Jackson. But the sound's gonna be heard because who? Not me, not today, not tomorrow, not ever. But it's giving me desperation. It's giving me like you want to be above this lady. And I don't know if that's because it seems like he was sneaking around. Like, yes, she may have snuck around with, no name battle rap guy, but it seems like he was sneaking around with her. And in either case, your sad people are the ones who seems to want something over the one he chose. Because she said now he has a lawyer and filing for a divorce. Because if he was really done with that lady, why he ain't do it then? You said y'all been together for a whole year. He just not doing this now. And according to Remy, the text she put out, it was only because of, once they got into it, once she dropped the messages or whatever, and Papoose and Claressa got into it, then it was because she called them out, like, you over there using my money and shit, like, file for this divorce. And, she called him out about him being a brokey. But that's what Remy was saying, y'all, not me. But I'm like, Papoose, I have not heard him. He did come out on the fight with her, like walking her down to the ring and things like that nature. But I haven't heard Papoose speak on that. And for him to be the married man, it just seems like that. I wouldn't advise that for any you women out there who just like wants to be the side chick whose favorite song is the Whitney Houston, that national side chick anthem. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. 'Cause I'm saving all my love. Yeah, that's the national side chick anthem. But if this man ain't out here talking about you and claiming you like that, why is you doing it for him? Like, I'm not into rap. I don't know how famous he is. I know they say he was a great underground like rapper. As far as lyrical, I hear he's great lyrics. People have claimed that he used to write Remy Ma songs. He recently claimed that once they got into it, that yeah, it's true. I was writing all her raps, but whatever. I don't know why he can't rap for him, but I don't know. it doesn't seem smart. If you're a side chick, then and then even if now he's going through a divorce and he's going to eventually divorce. A lot of times people don't know, people don't realize with a marriage, you may think it's over and everything, but a marriage, people then took, and especially them, they was together for a while. And he didn't stay through the prison. I don't know what was going on in their relationship, but it's had seemed that they genuinely have love. Clarissa is assuming because they was like black couples gold, that's why she's getting dragged so much on the internet. I feel like it's because he's married. I don't think it was because of he was that people was like, I want a man to love me like Papoose was Remy. He stayed with her through the thing, and you didn't hear about him with other women during that time. But I'm like, I think the whole reason is that he was married. Like, and you don't hear Papoose talking about Claressa, maybe because she's popular, so she's on these sites or whatever. But I'm like, I mean, make a post about her or something before you go out here. And this girl, I'm assuming she's younger than Papoose, that you got this young girl, this thing out here talking about then planned out her whole future with this married man who ain't even got a divorce yet. Because what is the problem? Because according to Remy, that, if they both ready for this divorce, then they could go ahead and divorce. It's like you just jumping out there with gasoline draws on. And if this don't work out, you're gonna look like a fool. Because yes, she may have cheated first or whatever, but her getting into it with this woman over her husband, you would expect the wife to say some shit. Just the same way that allegedly she messed with that guy, the underground rapper guy that she was allegedly messing with, and Papoose found out, and Papoose allegedly knocked his ass out. That's husband and wife, baby. There's some things that that they gonna work out that some people think they never will work out or never get through. And especially they might be petty. I know they older, but they might be petty. Like she didn't cheat it, that he didn't cheat it. They might call that shit even. And then you're here with these interviews, and it doesn't seem like Papoose is the spotlight type of guy. You know what I'm saying? So you said all this, and he don't end up being with you. Like it's gonna be sad, because it's looking sad right now just for the fact that the man is still married and he's not divorced. And I know she got millions of dollars because she's allegedly she brought the check for $15 million to challenge Ali, Ali daughter Layla, to challenge Layla Ali. Probably had, so it ain't like, and with her getting his name tatted on him, I'm quite sure that man want a divorce and he don't got the money according to Remy. This like gonna pay for it. She gonna pay for it, throw it in the bag. Like, you can have whatever you like. I said you can have whatever you like. Like, she's gonna pay for it to get this divorce over and done with quick. Because she's gonna want him to turn around and be with her and marry her and have the kids and stuff. Because even though he got 5 kids, 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ain't that how David Chappelle said it, baby? It seems like a mess. Y'all jump out in comments, let me know how y'all feel about this whole situation, because I feel like as a woman, you are technically, I don't care how you feel about it, have what pillow talk y'all have. This man is still married, and he's supposed to be going through a divorce, but you don't know how that's gonna go, and you out here making plans to have kids. First of all, even if he go through the divorce, we don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know if they have property they got to divide up, where the kids gonna go, child support. Sometimes that can take longer than what you think it's gonna do, that it will take. And then because the messages Remy sent out, yeah, it seemed like he was still trying to sweet talk his way back up in there with his wife, in home with his family, kids. But let's continue to say that he's not. You really want to go and bring your baby and have the baby with the man who's already married, not knowing how that future is gonna work out. Yeah, you may have the money and everything to take care of him, but I feel like that's gonna be messy. And if you could clean it up and get him off them papers and in the house with you and y'all right before you go into this, why not? You still, I mean, he old, he a man, he got time. That little paddle sperm gonna be there, but it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And like, yeah, yeah, I thought it was messy with this. Like the lady said, baby, she probably beat the shit out of Papoose little skinny ass. And shit don't work out, and you get her on these interviews. You get on these interviews talking about how having your kids and stuff like that in the future that she got planned out in her head. And if he go back to Remy Ma, baby, he gonna have to leave in the middle of the night like a slave because going through the Underground Railroad because she gonna beat the living shit out of Papoose. That's one fight that I doubt if I know that's a man, and I mean Papoose is a man. I'm not talking about Claressa. I know Papoose is a man, and Clareesa is a woman. But I think that's one fight her ass will win. So I will hope that it works out for the benefit of everybody because it is at least I want to say 2 kids or at least 1 with Remy and Papoose. But like I just read, it's a total of 5 kids. And I'm quite sure she has a relationship with his kids, his 3 kids that he have outside of her. So yeah, I said either when I was like, is this maybe I'm just too old for the times because where did this become popular? And you just publicly doing it? Like it's like I said, it's different when you go and y'all pillow talk and once this divorce go through. But you publicly making this known to everyone that yeah, and then him and we gonna have and I was like, I don't know. The mindset gave me someone much younger. I was expect that from somebody much younger, like high school, early 19s, 18, 19, 20s of that nature. Because, when you don't know better, yeah, that's funny because you said keep your legs closed, married man, but then Nene went and messed with that married man. So I don't know. Nene is a little hypocrite over there. So I don't know about that. She said it at the time, but then when her husband passed, she messing with that lady husband over there. So with who? You think she have? Now I know her friend. She had got into it with her friend, and I want to say her friend is named Ali, who's another boxer. And she did say this is typical Claressa, and I'm like I said, from the interview and her being messed with as a I think she said young, she was like molested, if I'm not mistaken. But I know she said she's always like, oh, because I'm dark skinned. And to me, the girl ain't that doggone dark skinned. But she always talking about how she's dark skinned and how people treat her because she's dark skinned and how they used to, talk about her hair and talk about her clothes and things of that nature. That sometimes people like that just once they get that the power, the money, the fame, they don't know how to handle it. You become the villain when you used to be, when you used to be the regular person. Now you become who everybody, all the people that you didn't like, that's who you became instead of being the complete opposite. And sometimes people like that, when they grow up, just, you look down upon or you feel like you're looked down upon because of your skin complexion, or you feel that you're unattractive because of your skin complexion or your hair or whatever, that they have low self-esteem and that makes them feel better to get somebody baby, oh, they did it twice. You're right. I think Greg was married. If I'm not mistaken, he was married when she met him. And so then once he passed, she went back to her old ways, I guess. Um, so they grow up with low self-esteem, and this tattoo on you. You tatted a married man name on you, wearing clothes that t-shirts with his face on it. When like, do he got you are the one making millions out here. And them pictures that I seen her out there, like to me, she's not an ugly girl. I'm like, girl, you are the prize. This is an old man now. We probably around the same age, but it don't matter. I know my age, and compared to her age, he's an old man now. Let me see. How old is Chris? Because Papoose, 1978. See, that's what I'm talking about. Papoose was born in 1978. Let's see. How old is Chris? Let's see. Let's see her age. She's 30. And he's 47. He's 17 years older than her. So yeah, he's old man. And I ain't said nothing wrong with the age gap, because if she was 19 and he was in this, that'd be different. But she's 30 and he's knocking the shit out of 50. So right there, tapping at the door. So you're younger. I'm assuming she's worth more. And like, you should view yourself as the prize. And he's over here, and you're over here wearing the shirt. I haven't seen him with a. Y'all let me know if he's seen it, if it's out there. Maybe I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him walking around with shirts with your name on it. She's showing off her tattoo. I don't know if her name is tatted on him or not, but I haven't seen it out there. You got your whole titty out. I mean, she ain't got much titty, but it's that little bottom half of it, that little bit, the little meat, the little titty meat she got. She got it out there just to show off the tattoo with his name on it. And if it's on your titty like that, like, why you just didn't get it at a place that could be seen? Now you got it look like your bra was too small. And I was like, oh, she got having a wardrobe malfunction. No, it's just her trying to show off her titty meat because his name is right there. Y'all, do better. The young don't be out, young ladies, don't be out there repping for that man if he ain't out there repping you the same doggone way. Because at the end of the day, because and then they gonna end. At the end of the day, when this all boils down and it doesn't work out the way, now you will hope it. I know so many women, because I don't know what the percent, but I always heard growing up, they never leave their wife. Now you do see sometimes they do, like Greg. Greg left his wife, got with Nene. What's the Portia man? And y'all, me knowing this, and I don't even watch reality show. Portia man, Dennis. I mean, that didn't work out. I mean, they divorced. I don't even know that last year. But I mean, he did leave who he was with and got with the Mishers, Wendy Williams' husband. It took probably 15 years, but he left. They broke over there with that baby, but he left his wife. So it's like you get the instance where my uncle, you get the instance where where it happened. But how often does it actually happen? And learn by these other women mistakes. You don't have to go out here and repeat it. It didn't get him something to wait for. Make him wait. Because baby, believe me, that if he want what you get, he gonna do what it takes to get that divorce. Okay? He gonna do what it takes, especially allegedly she was already cheating. So in one line, it doesn't seem as the case as if she's the one fighting for you to stay there. She already got her some savvy, over there. So I don't think she the one who, Remy will be fighting for y'all for you to get there, for y'all to stay together. And she had already dipped off. Her shit went public first. So I would have made him, baby, before, even if you just, oh my God, he's just so wonderful, and I've been tapped it, and I can't get enough, and I can't leave it alone. Don't go public with it. I know Remy is the one who took you public, but the tattoo on the name and all that, you couldn't wait till he get a divorce before you got the name tattooed. Before you out here in the podcast, it seemed like you tried to like nah Remy, but she already got the man. She got the ring. She already got the man kids. It felt like that interview was almost like a shade, like a jab to Remy. Because why else are you putting this information out here? If you and Papoose then talked about it, that's the only fucking people who need to know. You and Papoose. He don't have a divorce, so it's making you look bad in the public. You out here talking about, yeah, me and this married man, we finna have kids, and within the next year. No, it's already planned. It's already gonna be what it's gonna be. Okay, girl, but you ain't have to. I don't know. I did see that somebody said that she had contacted Remy and was trying to befriend her. As far as like, oh, I really like your makeup. I like your hair. Where you get your makeup done, and that's allegedly, I seen a reel. I want to say that was whatchamacallit, Clarissa friend that said that, because her and his friend fell out, and so the friend got some TikToks, and I think her name is Aaliyah the Boxer. I may be wrong, but I think it's Aaliyah the Boxer. And so she got some videos about what happened with her and Claressa, and she have said that, like, yeah, that's her like MO. Again, she tried to befriend Remy before she messed with Papoose, which is weird as shit, because I mean, some people say they bone structure is similar, and I'm assuming if she did, because the way she always talking about her being like dark skinned and how it seemed like a hurdle she had to get over. And I'm not saying that colorism don't exist. I'm born and raised Black community. I know colorism exists. Okay, I ain't light skinned. Okay, I know colorism exists, but maybe that was the one of the attractions that she had, because to me, Remy is dark. Is a dark skin. Is a dark skin. Remy is darker skin than Claressa. Claressa to me is brown. I would consider her brown skin. Remy is more darker skin than Claressa. So maybe because she's seen Papoose with Remy and with her for that long through the jail, and she's a darker skinned woman, that she's like, oh, I'm his type. And Remy is more alludes masculine energy. I don't think she looks masculine. I think she keeps her hair and outfits and everything. She on point. Remy is pretty to me. So I feel like some people have said they both have strong faces, though, but I don't feel that way. But I'm assuming that if she's looking at Remy and figuring that if he likes her and I could see myself being similar to her, then he will like me as well. And I wouldn't have to worry about him leaving, or, leaving for a lighter skin or somebody of a different race because he prefers darker skinned women. I don't know how his baby mama look. I'm just going off of the fact that he was with Remy for that long. She said it ain't as long as I thought. She said 2024. I want to say the summer of 2024. In the Pivot podcast, the interview she had just did before she did her fight, she said, I believe she said 2024. That's why I was like, wait, what? Are we talking about kids? You don't even know him for real yet. Like, especially it seems like that time that now she's saying they were separated, but like I said, when Remy Ma put out the text, she said he was at the house and fell asleep. She got his phone. That's how she found out. That doesn't sound separated, but they could have been. But even if like during the beginning times, y'all may have been sneaking around, and you don't really get to truly know who that person is if you're sneaking around with them. You only got a certain amount of time that y'all together. She said they was together all the time because he was separated from her, and they are always together now. And What, Hannah was pregnant? Yeah, and that's what she was saying. She was like, "Oh well, no, I want to wait." And so the fight just happened over the weekend. So she was saying she wanted to wait to after this fight, and then they finna start right away working on their family or whatever. She wanted it within the year. I'm like, blessings to you, baby, because that's some bold to make future plans. Because most women, whether they lying or not, be like, it just happened. They get pregnant by a married man. Oh, I missed my pill that day. It just happened. We wasn't careful. Like you was going out here intentionally and publicly saying like, yeah, no, this is the plan. This is the goal to get pregnant by this married man. Yeah. I don't need his last name. I just need his, little swimmers. Yeah, it's a different type of word. She said that you can't be pregnant during a fight because they take pregnancy tests before the day of, and like the weigh-in, they take a pregnancy test and they take a pregnancy test the day of. So they was like, oh well, what if you're pregnant and you don't know? She's like, no, you'll always know if you're pregnant because of the way they scheduled the pregnancy tests. For the women boxing, they take a lot of pregnancy tests before the fight because they don't want a woman in the ring fighting. I do remember she said that in that interview. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I just did one subject right now today because I was trying to get the TikTok live going at the same time as the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, but I am never able to get the TikTok. So my next live, we're gonna cover a couple of different topics. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know. And hey, Christine, thank you for joining and thank you for commenting. Let me see. I'm looking through. So, oh y'all, that's the next one. So the next one we're gonna talk about Jackie Christie fight. Jackie Christie and her daughter fight. Now, y'all gonna have to walk me through this and talk and let me know the history of all that. We're not gonna talk about it right now. I want to set this up tomorrow 4:30. We're gonna talk about it then. But I want to talk about the Jackie Christie and her daughter fight and what y'all think about it because I've been seeing a lot of different views on the internet. But I'm gonna come back and give y'all my opinion for that. So make sure, Christine, that you come back and join me for that. Now, subscribe to the channel, hit all so you can see when I go live because I typically don't schedule it. I need to do better. I know I'm trying, okay? But I need to get out of here. Go ahead, take my daughter to basketball practice. Don't forget to like the video. Follow me on all social media. Tootie Talk Sense is my name everywhere, okay? I will catch y'all next time. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. And again, like the video. Don't be all stingy with them likes. Just hit the button and like it, okay? I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.
The light blind, yeah. Scroll in the tube, found a star in the chaos. Tootie spitting facts like a modern day seance. Trending waves, politics in the spotlight. Raw with the wit, hits you sharp like a frostbite. Come on, y'all, let's discuss her anthem, her creed. Breaking down the drama, uncovering the greed. Laugh through the truth, it's enlightenment with flair. Tootie Talk Sense, ain't no nonsense over there. Come on, we tuned into Tootie's vibe. High energy keeps the convo alive. From scandals to news, she hit it all bright. Tootie taking the mic like she owns the fight. Attention, detention, the trends are her prey. Mix politics with comedy in a slick ballet. Tootie busts through lies like a battering ram. Sharp commentary, she ain't giving a damn. Come on, we tuned into Tootie's vibe. High energy keeps the convo